I was on Twitter the other day, and as you know, if you listen to Hentations a lot, I hate talking about Twitter topics. I think it's dumb. But the other day, a woman tweeted about a date she was on, and her date was wearing an Aeropostale t-shirt.
Is it Aeropostale or Pastel?
Damn.
You been
It's Aeropostale. Sorry, if I'm being ignorant, my bad. I'm sorry. But it was an Aeropostale t-shirt, and clearly she thought that was inappropriate for a date. So she tweeted about him, and that's bad enough.
And she posted him.
She decided to take a picture and post it on the internet.
Not his face though.
No, but it showed his shirt, and it was enough. Put it this way, if he might follow him on Instagram, he posts, people will be able to put one together.
Because it ain't too many Bama's walking across the street.
Well, Aeropostale, right? Yeah. So anyway, it just got me to thinking more broadly about standards. What attracts you to somebody, whether it's clothing, whether it's the physical, hair, and what are deal breakers for relationships? Because I think we live in an environment where, especially men, we're not really allowed to have deal breakers or okay, listen.
Something like this, you're allowed to hurt them, but once you voice them,
exactly right.
It's open season.
Yes, it's open season. You're problematic.
Yes.
And just starting out, just to put some feelers out there. What are some deal breakers for you physically with women? Clothes. So you're an Aeropostale type person. If you went on a date with a young lady, say you were single in some alternate universe, and you go to wherever Texas Roadhouse, because you like the rolls. They're very good rolls.
And the drinks.
Yeah.
Bomb as hell.
So you pick up the girl, and she comes out with Aeropostale's finest with the American Eagle shoes on. How big of a deal breaker? She's beautiful. She's everything else you want in a woman.
I'm gonna go on the date. I'm gonna go on the date. I don't know what's gonna happen after. We're gonna go on the date though. God, it's gonna be hard.
But so you go on a date with her, and you develop some type of relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. But it doesn't
gonna subtly change the way she dresses.
Okay, so this one, that's a deal breaker. You can't get by on the fact that my partner, my spouse, doesn't dress up to my standards. I guess is what I'm saying.
Bro, because you can find I could find you cheap clothes that still look better. It's not money based. It's just stylistically, it may be ain't nobody really rocking on the American. Honestly, when I was going to the American Eagle back when I was in high school, it was more expensive than anything I was finding in H&M. To be honest, with you.
It is.
You would, it's the shirts there are $27.50 for regular t-shirts. Bro, you can go H&M, probably find some cheaper stuff. Even Zara, you could probably find something nicer and cheaper. I could save you $10.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So
but that's your deal breaker.
I mean, yeah, that's something that would be important to me. It'd be yes, I do appreciate that because I'm a person who cares about what they wear, and I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to make you spend all your money on clothes, but you could actually go to some of these places and still present yourself very nicely for not too much.
So what if she feels like she doesn't need a change? She thinks she looks good, and her friends dress like her, and they think she looks good.
I'm not hanging out with her friends.
I'm not dating.
All right, okay, but say she's like, I like my Aeropostale.
What color are her friends? What color is she?
If her friends are all the Aeropostale, she's probably underage.
Yo, facts. First of all, I feel like Aeropostale's not for.
If they're all wearing Aeropostale, they're probably underage.
No, I got it. No, I agree.
Dante, you should date them. That's what my answer.
That was my. Okay,
she shouldn't be in the car.
That was my point with the original.
Chris hands just pull up on me and find bullshit.
With the original tweet, I was like, that was my problem with Aeropostale. I was like, we too grown for that. But anyway, not Aeropostale, but it's just something not up to your standards. And she likes it. She revels in it.
I mean, look, if her and her friends want to dress like that, that's how they want to dress. And if I can't, I mean, look, you don't want to try to change somebody. You just try to be like, hey, I bought you some stuff. Or if we go to the mall, you just let me take over. So sometimes, hey, maybe let me suggest a few outfits for you.
Let me take over.
Nah, bro, because low key dressing, finding outfits for women's cool because it'd be when you guys, we look for the same type of stuff for us all the time. If you buy clothes to a girl sometimes, it's they get to have fun with colors and different stuff.
Yeah.
We got pants and shirts. It's kind of simple. I'm about to say, it's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, we have these pants. we also have
this shirt.
Chinos and jeans.
I'm about to say, you want your ankles out or not? That's all the variants that you're getting. That's what I'm about to say. I mean, you could make it. There's a way to lightly suggest different things and actually make it a fun experience without being a jerk. You don't have to be a jerk.
Okay.
Yes, it is important to me, Aaron. That's what the question is.
All right, so what about you guys? What are the deal breakers?
Mine's gonna sound real shallow, but I mean, it's just
let it go.
Deal breaker for me, but I just don't like fake everything.
What does that mean?
So eyelashes, hair,
Now, fake booty's a little harder.
I'm just talking about like we add all of this together. It's like, bro, like who am I? Because I'm not dating that person.
So is it in totality or is it just like one or two things?
It's totality.
Okay.
So like, I would say rule of 3, bro. Like you get 3, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing is,
3's a lot. You can make it work with 3.
I mean, no, but bro, like you got eyelashes now. You got what? Hair. You got. I feel like it's some other fake shit.
You can get butt pads. Now, if you
Yeah.
meet girls that getting BBLs, that's a different class of woman right there. to be
That's
fair.
my Miami woman.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's a little different.
Because I mean, like the normal stuff, like nails and stuff like that. Like I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Eyebrows, cool like that, but like these eyelashes, they're turning into fans. Like they blow you away, motherfucker.
Oh wait, to be fair, the nails.
I seen this one time. She couldn't even look at me because like her eyes were closed because of the eyelashes was so big, bro.
Hold on, sorry.
Like this is not natural.
She's sitting there trying to hold her
You
eyes.
got some in your eyes.
I got what you're saying with that, yeah.
Because I mean, like, at this point, who am I dating?
To be fair, the nails are also getting a little outrageous with the link that Cardi B and City Girls are going for. It's sweet. Those
Let me preface this by saying these are our opinions.
Yeah.
If this is what you want to do,
That's
go
what
for
you
it.
wanna do,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
I'm not dating you. I don't really care.
I say it's preference.
And now I'm just talking about in terms of fakeness, like the length of fake nails these days.
It's just ridiculous because at the end of the day, like, I don't know, I don't want to sound shallow either, but like, I want to know what my kid gonna look like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, how fake
That's
are
what
they?
I'm I'm just saying, like, because at this point, bro, I don't really know what you look like outside of like. I want to see a natural beauty. I like natural beauty. I like natural beauty.
So I guess my point is where I'm going with this is I don't think there's anything wrong with having standards. So Darren, standards, deal breakers,
Preference.
Rules of
whatever.
three.
Mine is similar to his. Like I like natural beauty. If you have to like be completely caked the fuck up like with everything,
all times?
every single
Going
thing
to
at
Walmart?
all times, like I don't really like that. And the second thing too, like I like a pretty smile. Like if your girl is really bad, then I probably can't. I mean
It's real.
that's it. That's
Darian's
it. Those are only two.
Darian's
Those are only two.
undoing all the work that Crooked Smile did for a lot of people.
No, I'm not saying. I'm no knocking, no knock towards it, no knock towards it for sure.
Yeah, no, it's your. It's
Like,
what you just said.
Because
It's your
I'm not
preference.
saying like it's all about purpose.
It's all your purpose. I'm about to say it's not.
So the hesitations, we believe in the science. We follow the science. So in anticipation for this topic, we did a very scientific poll on Instagram about this very question.
Not Survey Monkey.
Not Survey Monkey, not YouGov, none of that. We just use good old Instagram.
Yep.
Just to see what your guys' deal breakers are. So what we've gotten got the clothing, gotten the bad teeth. we got
What's
the
yours,
fake-
Aaron?
Oh yeah, you
oh,
can
shit.
get the fuck out of here.
This man trying to make us like
I don't like deal breaker. It's
For everybody got
if
something.
you got bad the breath thing, like I just
Oh,
I
I
can't.
know.
That's another one too.
Like,
Actually, that's actually another one.
like literally that is I can't
But
because
you can do something about that though.
okay, but the thing is
Some people don't care.
I have a long memory and I just remember things.
You're the breath stick girl.
Yes, I'm like even if it was just that one time. 5 years ago, I'm always gonna
Like
remember.
the morning counts too, Aaron.
Everybody breath stink in the morning.
No, that's why I don't.
I don't kiss people in the morning.
Like, yeah, man, I don't know, bro. It's bad. It traumatizes me. I just don't like it. You guys know how I am about just bad smells and stuff like that. I don't like that shit. So even if it's just that one time, I'm always gonna remember that. If every other time I see you, you're breath good. I'm just gonna. You be chilling and it's like, oh damn, it was that one time though. Like so it would be. That's my. That's like a deal breaker for me. I'm sorry.
Damn.
But
Even morning breath.
it would depend.
Everybody morning breath.
I
stink,
know.
bro.
I know.
Maybe he wanted people to get up first thing they do when they wake up.
Bro,
First thing
I
I
might
might
say
say
that's what I do.
Brush your teeth. Don't even say hi.
But you caught like a high or like a morning.
Oh no.
God,
Good morning. Last night was great.
Bro. That shit would ruin the night. I would be
Tell me
ruined,
how you
bro.
feel.
Tell me how you feel.
Don't even talk to me.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, yes. Especially if it's like early in the relationship, if we're like years in, okay, cool, but I still think, maybe you brush your teeth the way you should, probably don't smell that bad. But anyway, if it's like the first couple weeks or so, yeah, that would be oof. I'm not gonna bust you out and say, damn, your breath. I'm not gonna buy you a
This
toothbrush.
man Aaron sends
Like,
text when you wake up beside a girl. What's good?
I'm
What's
gonna
good?
also add before you go there, I don't do feet. I don't like ugly feet. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's another
I
thing.
can't
too.
stand
That's another
ugly
thing.
feet,
Oh,
bro.
that's another thing.
I'm not a
I have a
I'm not a
small
feet
list.
person, but
I'm not a feet person either.
like so. If your feet really nasty, I just can't do it. No
Yeah.
pause.
I'm like, no.
Condo feet.
Shout out to Boomerang. Did he like had to pull the covers back and be like,
Like, I wish we had a woman here just because, like, I feel like it's a very male-dominated opinion. But thankfully, we have our very scientific Instagram poll.
hey, we have Dante.
So the most cited thing in this poll was teeth. Apparently, all y'all have a problem with teeth, and I guess I get it. Like,
That's the first
let me be clear. You can have a pretty you don't have to have a perfect grill. Like
you don't gotta have like the celebrity veneer.
no. You can still have a pretty smile like without that. But
You can have crooked teeth and have a pretty smile. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
no, I got
You
you.
gotta
like decent up top.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You guys define the level of crooked because Kiana Lede is a beautiful woman, but her bottom row is jacked.
she got.
I didn't even know that.
Okay,
I
I
didn't
didn't
know
know.
that.
Somebody
Look it up.
What the fuck, nigga?
I didn't see her bottom teeth.
But no, like literally everybody responded, said some variation of bad teeth. Whether it's man or woman, black or white, everybody had that. I've seen a lot of people say undefined jaw. I don't know what that means.
What's that? Wait, for a man or for a woman?
Women said this. I don't know what
they want a man with a strong jaw.
How do you have an
undefined jaw though? Like,
Maybe they
You all
their
had.
bottom row is jacked. You know I'm right. That's why you look at me. But anyway,
Why you looking at him?
yeah,
You all had no jaw.
I guess it's like if
You got a turn drink?
It kind of all slumps in together. Maybe.
oh,
have
you just got the
undefined
like
jaw.
the dude off 90 Day Fiance Ed.
Yeah, maybe he ain't got no
joint.
neck. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
they talking about neck or the.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Are we talking about fat dudes? Like, do they not have
That was-
jaws?
that was
Two
mad
specific people said undefined
That
jaw,
was
so that's
mad-
like so vivid.
Yeah, that's
Did you Google that after?
I-
Google it. It
no,
mentioned
okay.
undefined jaw.
Yeah,
That's not undefined.
Undefined jaw. That was sick. I
That
died
may help
laughing
you.
in
So
my
you
car
can
when I
just,
saw that shit.
yeah,
bro.
we can just like look up what an undefined jaw is.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like it's like
Yeah,
your face
oh,
was-
that.
It's like a clump. Like
It runs
like
together. It's a run-on sentence.
That's a fucking clump.
It's just like a clump of
Yeah.
a mass. Okay, cool.
Bruh, but it's one of those things where it's like everybody got certain things they like. It's just like we sitting here telling our type of things, and it's like, yo, I respect. I have women friends who sit around talking about the dudes they want to date, and they have like certain things they
Everybody
looking
got
for. Bruh, it's about saying
Everybody
The
got
most common thing is like 6'3".
Yeah.
I'm not saying they want to do nothing
Before
6
you
feet.
get into that, that's my point though. I don't think there's anything wrong with having preferences and having standards and saying whether they're physical or not. Because my overall point is, I don't think you can be with somebody if you don't find them like physically attractive or physically, like something you desire. Physically, if they have like a glaring flaw, like what we're talking about there. I don't care how great their flaw may be. Clearly, because
They don't undefined jaw.
I'm about to say they don't undefined job. It's just like a deal breaker. It don't matter if we like the same movies, we like long walks on the beach, we like to cook, we like to clean, we like the same sexual positions. None of that shit matters. Your jaw not defined.
But I think we can make an argument though. Like I feel like that's a young people thing though.
Wait, what?
Like what we talking about? I feel like so let me just hear me out. So like, say for example, you got like a 50, 60-year-old man, like or woman, and you know what I'm saying, like they've done the marriage thing or they did the thing. And like maybe they look for somebody that's like totally different from what they had or are successful. So then they're like,
okay, so I get it. So you gave
standards erode with
you
time.
gave
That's what I'm
you
saying.
gave your toast to Miss Viola, so you're hoping she's listening right now. So you're speaking specifically to her
Hey,
right now.
That's
when
it. That's
you get them reparations, how
This
is
man
that?
trying to get reparations.
Okay. Yes, for the older people, sure. Like maybe I don't even
Well,
know.
shoot, I feel like they want somebody that's gonna give them a headache and then they can stimulate their mind or something.
But
Because
just-
at that point, you're not really.
Yeah, but I say, but just
Okay, we're talking about more so.
I'm
I know. I'm just
No,
saying.
you're right. Yeah, in that regard, it's the young person things. I mean, as you get older, you do look at different things, and you
And
know,
things
you
like
may not
that
be into
erode.
physical things.
Like-
they go away.
All that shit, like.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, all right.
And then sometimes beauty's not beholden. I think that's the big topic.
No, that is.
That is a ball.
That
You know what?
that's
Okay,
a conversation.
alright.
That's
I mean,
100%.
and that's why preferences are never meant to be insults, and that's why you have to label it as such. Like, yo, beauty's completely in the eye of the beholder, and one person may not find that attractive, something that another person be all over.
Think it is amazing.
Bruh, they-
Well, no, that's definitely the point.
Yeah, definitely.
I do believe that there's somebody out there for everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
I truly believe that.
Yeah, there's no such thing as an ugly person. It just means it's just more so that everybody just ain't everybody's cup of tea. It's just having to be honest and be like, all right, cool. I don't find this person that attractive, but that don't mean that they're completely unattractive and that nobody finds them attractive.
So,
Yeah.
so say, everybody, this is the alternate universe. We're in the multiverse here, and there's John Tay and Darren and
Shout out to
Darian
John
and
Tay.
Ralik.
I'm
Right.
Darren and
And
Barry.
we're all and we're all single, and we're dating, and we meet young ladies. They don't check all of our boxes, and unfortunately, Ronte, your girl.
Right.
I'm sorry,
That was John Tay.
Sorry, whatever.
Go
fucking Runt.
Goddamn
Your
right.
girl,
Mr. Runt.
your girl, not, you know, sure, her style has not evolved with age. You know, she still dresses, you know,
Like a child.
like a child. All right,
15-year-old.
cool.
She
But she likes all the shit you like. You know, she'll
She
sit
never
there.
sizes
She loves the Lakers. She got a Kobe tattoo. It was a cool Kobe tattoo.
That's weird.
Right
She
above
likes
her
her-
ass.
Yeah, right before.
Low-key,
Mama
I'm
has mama right on her. Right on her ass.
Low-key, I'm
Ruining my damn setup.
Sorry,
Okay,
but
She liked the Lakers.
She got a
She
mama
buy
tattoo.
tickets. She buy tickets to go see every time Lakers come to DC. She loves hip hop music. She loves. She'll
She
watch
hates
wrestling
Nas?
with you. She hates Nas. She
Oh,
can't stand
bro,
him.
I gotta marry her.
And Darian, you meet a young lady, and you know her bride's not the best. You
And her
know,
jawline.
it's occasionally it's like you know her jaw.
She got a crimson. She
got
I
a
had to get.
Never mind.
I'm just saying, a young lady, she's cool. She likes all the shit. She likes the Eagles. She likes she likes the Eagles. She enjoys fine whiskey. She
likes
the same
90s
thing.
R&B like you.
Exactly. She's
And she loves
Jamaican.
beef patties.
She's Jamaican. All that. And then Malik meets
I love a girl that can eat good.
And then Malik, you meet a young lady, and she likes anime, and
Yeah.
you know she says problematic shit, and it's just a great time.
Ooh, so
We're toxic together.
And she
But-
only wears weeds. She don't have nothing
Nothing
else
real.
about her.
Nothing
Yeah.
real at all.
But I mean bundles. It's
Bundles.
inches,
Like,
nigga.
shit,
Like,
bro.
I'm talking
Basically,
to
you
the
can't
back.
even stay at her house because that involves her sleeping overnight and getting. She only see you when she's done. But everything else she likes. So
And then Aaron, you know a girl, and she's everything you love. She got halitosis. Like not,
She got black spots on her tongue.
not even like occasionally.
She is a cheater.
It is a medical issue. Like
oh my god.
she needs help.
You can
So
see the
can
trail
you-
of gunk come out.
yeah. So can you and even not even just like just the things we hate. So you just don't find that
Oh
person
my
attractive. Maybe their
God.
face isn't pretty. Maybe their body isn't what you like. But they're like everything that you will want in somebody. And we're at this age, we're just single in the center. Can you look past that and date that person? Because I think that's ridiculous, and the answer is completely no. But I had people
Can
tell
I get a rain check and go out here see what else in the world and come back?
no. In this very
Ron
scenario,
Tate,
it's very
no.
Fucking dog, Runt.
John
Runt.
Tate.
Ron Tate.
But yeah, like she's just not what you would.
everything I like. Damn.
Yeah, she's not really what you consider beautiful. You don't find her pretty. Like if you went to a club,
Wait, I don't find her pretty.
not
Like,
necessarily.
okay, wait. So
yeah.
is she okay, wait. Now, is she physically? Then I know my shit was closed. So I mean, like.
Yeah, but I'm saying even deeper than that. Like I'm talking in general. Like if you went out, you probably wouldn't notice her. But like maybe she works at your job, and you just, over time, you know, you're talking. Oh, you like this, you like that. Oh, you go to lunch, come time, and you just, you know, that friend stuff. But you know, after a while, the friend stuff like that can turn into more things. So
Yeah, the Christian in me wants to say yes, but the real person in me is
You
probably
know,
gonna say
the
no.
more I think about this, I feel like there's like an imaginary bar, like a seesaw. You know what I mean? Like think about it. So like we're talking about this, you know, physical attributes and things like that. But then there's this emotional, like other social things that play
those count.
an effect. And I feel like if you find the right mix,
the balance.
you might be able to overlook some of those things that you might have been
I agree with that.
like
I agree with
deal breakers, I guess you would say. Like you guys talk, like we're talking about, like if she stimulates you emotionally and she got some bread and she
And y'all
you know
just
what I'm
get
saying?
along
And y'all
really
get along.
well.
She like action movies. She like anime.
And don't overlook that Malik's a gold digger. She got bread.
But and then
Yeah,
she got hella bundles. She'll blow you away with a fan. But you know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's always a lot of. I feel like
I don't know.
it's situational.
I feel like this is like one of those Disney things. Where like, oh yeah, it's all pretty. Like you don't need to be a hot prince. No, the world don't work this way.
I do agree that if you once you get to know somebody, sometimes you see
Look
past
past that
you
stuff.
see past certain
But
things.
you have to, at the end of the day, and listen, I've had older people tell me that after a while, the sex is going to slow down, or that I get all that.
Yeah, regardless.
But, like,
regardless.
if I don't find you attractive, like, that is a need that has to be met.
I agree
That's
with
it.
that.
Just
I
saying.
agree with that initially. Like you get what I'm saying. Like I feel like if you're not attracted to somebody, like let's all go back to the J. Cole line. Like there's always gonna be a better girl than a girl that looks better. But if you go out and find that that every girl is better than looking than your girl, you're gonna feel a fucking way about that.
You're like, damn, why I get caught with shrimp?
Yeah, bro, that's right. Jesus Christ.
Then at least go to Fiona Gill.
But I guess my point is, like, you have.
It has to be some type of
Yeah.
attract. Like
And I can
I think
understand
that to
if-
work.
if it's a scenario where like over time, people's body change,
We
whatever,
fade.
like that's different. But I'm talking about just like we're in the very
up at the
preliminary,
front, yeah.
embryonic stages of a relationship.
Oh, bro, if they in the preliminary stages, then hell no, I'm not. No offense to them. It's
I just
no
think it's
point in
crazy.
lying about it. It's like, yo, well, look, we're all young, and it's one of those things. Where it's like, yo, look, if you meet somebody and they kind of just like is a little bit whack or something like that, then you gonna think, okay, like to give an example, when I was back in college and I was like at Hampton or whatever, I met this one girl. She was cool. Like she was actually like funny and cool. She was actually kind of cool person. And then like I think it was like hanging out or something like that, and she wore like one of those like Sesame Street like snapback joints. And I was like, what the hell?
That don't have Big Bird on it.
Nah, and Oscar the Grouch. It was even worse. It was just one of those weird things.
That shit stink.
That must stink, don't you?
That nigga Dante went to the bathroom, looked to splash himself with some water.
What is wrong with you?
Go back out there. It's cool, man. One more hour, nigga. Just one more hour.
Yeah, and it was just one of those things where just like, no, this is weird. I don't do those weird things. I mean, it's like, but everybody different. It's like, bro, look, that was 19-year-old Dante. Like, not 19, I was 17. I'm 17. That's 17. It's even worse. I was shallow as hell. Maybe now I wouldn't make an exception for that. But, I mean, like, this is how it goes when you're young. You just make those type of things off of physical things that you see. You do overlook those things just talking off experience. It doesn't mean, and hey, sometimes karma's a bitch. It can come back to, like, check you in the butt to where a woman will be like, oh, nigga, you 5'11"? Nah, I'm good.
And she's well within her right.
She's in her right doing it. And that's what I'm saying. I have no problem with that. I
I
understand.
don't know, height count shadow.
You said what?
All right, after everything we just said, you gonna hang your hat on height?
I said height is kind of shallow because you can't change that. You can change everything else.
I mean, people have their preferences.
People
though.
have
And that's what I'm saying. It's preferences.
If
Like,
somebody don't want to look,
You can change
if somebody
you
not-
can change, bruh.
If somebody
You can
not,
change.
bro, if somebody not pretty, you can't change that unless you got hella money.
and if you,
that's not. People have preferences.
it's okay for women not to like certain women just don't like short men.
That's fine.
But there are plenty. But I know plenty of short dudes that get a lot of girls,
Yeah.
or guys. That's what they're into. It's just one of those things where, and not to make that sound like a pejorative statement, but it's one of those things where it's like hey, it's one of those things. That's just what people like, or it's what they're into. That's why we can't like
No,
like that.
not for that.
So again, at Hentations, we enjoy scientific polling. So we put a poll out and we asked our loyal listeners, had they dated anybody they did not find physically attractive? And I was surprised by this, but 73% said no. But I was surprised that 27% said
You're
yes.
surprised? Oh
You
yeah.
thought it was gonna be a landslide?
Yeah.
I mean, like 100%, like just
They should have defined.
I feel like women do that more than men.
Well,
But I need a woman.
well,
on
I'm
here.
glad you said that, because
We need a woman on here to say
literally
that.
everybody who said yes was a woman, which it makes sense. honestly,
So
think
okay,
about
so they went on real dates because I feel like plenty of dudes sleep with women they're not attracted to.
No.
He's right.
No, he's right.
I think we always attracted to some part, whether it's the body or whether it's some, like we're attracted to something.
But
We're very like.
but
we're
there,
but
but
no,
you know,
I feel like-
plenty of dudes who would be caught dead with some of the girls that they talk about they smashed something like that.
He's right.
But at the time, she had a.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it was.
But we all can agree on it because like somebody could, like a dude could make a strong case and be like, yo, like I had that done because X, Y, Z, and all of us
And
are
I
like,
right.
I
You
can
know
see
what?
that. I can see
Yeah.
that.
And that's why I said when women say they have preferences, I can't say a damn thing because I know we have sounded just as egotistical or pig-headed, whatever word you want to use is, that too, definitely.
Basically, if you said that you have dated somebody you didn't find attractive, please, I just want you just to reply that. Like, just tell me how that went.
Tell
I'm
me
just
why.
very curious.
Did they get a second date?
Did they
I'm not,
kiss him?
well, no, if you say you dated, then that means it seemed like it was like y'all actually dated, like went on multiple dates.
Right,
like, not
yeah.
like just like, because I'm about to say, if you went, people probably have said yes to going on a date with somebody they found attractive before, because there are also people who will use somebody like, alright, cool.
I'm about to say, like, sexually, that shit can happen. Obviously.
sure.
Like,
That's
niggas
like-
get drink and then, like,
Yeah.
obviously the numbers
Or
change.
even like with women, it's like, bro, they're putting women that go on dates with ugly dudes because they gonna pay. Everybody like a nice dinner.
That too, y'all cold.
Everybody like a nice dinner. Like, I mean, like, let's keep it a buck. That's how it goes sometimes. And it's not to, again, I'm not sitting there passing the buck on nobody. But, hey, with both genders, we all sit around and find physical attraction very important.
Yeah.
And as much as we all want to sound like good people and be like, I don't care how he looks. I don't care how she looks.
We got preferences.
We all got preferences. That's
Yes.
why I always say, look, we can all have preferences. The only issue is when we say them out loud because then they become somebody else's problem.
All right, so
That's a bar.
So to finish this off, last question here. So we've done this scenario where it's us making the judgment on people. So if we flip this, so same scenario, you're dating a young lady, alternative universe, all that. She doesn't like the way you dress, Dante. basically she doesn't see that you're a fashion icon.
She crazy.
She does.
That bitch crazy.
She crazy.
I like to say
She might
crazy.
not like men. So
I like to say crazy though.
So
They
like
make a
her
problematic statement. It's like her issue.
but she don't, she don't like the way you
Actually,
dress.
my ex didn't like the way I dressed, so to be fair, that didn't happen.
Okay, all right. Well,
Shit,
you volunteered that information, so now I have to get deeper on it. So did you try to change yourself to fit what she liked?
No, I did because she didn't like. I mean, I was in college, but at the same time, she liked that I wore like t-shirts and jeans. Sometimes, you want somebody who wears button-ups and all that type of stuff. You're like, yeah, okay, I can lean into this and do it sometimes.
Okay.
And so, you do try to find commonplace within certain things that people don't like it. So yeah, I mean that's why kind of sometimes when we say the things we say here when we have these conversations, like yeah, I don't really feel a way about it because I know that in my past or even within my current relationship, we all try to make compromises to make ourselves more like what that person may want. Like I don't know how. I mean, the smile thing a little harder to fix. Like everybody ain't got money for Invisalign or braces. Like I mean, everybody ain't got dental insurance. But it's one of those things where it's like, if you could find a way to try to make it work or try to make yourself fit into that aesthetic, that's fine. It's all about low key. It's like, we do have purpose, but at the same time, it is about the effort that you'll put into like meeting some of this person's stuff. And it's like, even if I have things that I want or that I'd like to see, it's one of the things I'm like, look, I do like these things, but if you feel like they're changing you, you don't have to do them. Like, only do these things if you want to. I would never try to force my stuff, like clearly. Anyway, but it's like I never try to force my beliefs on anybody if they don't want to change things.
Quickly, you guys.
No, I agree with that too. My whole theory is that like nobody is 100% like a match for anybody else. Like just thinking about it as like puzzle pieces. Like there's always gonna be that one piece that doesn't fit like exactly right. Like whether that's like the clothes, whether that's the smile, or like whether that's whatever. Like, but I think like what you said with the compromise, that's a big part of it. Like, what are you willing to deal with? What are you willing to take on? Like, because of the larger picture as a whole. Like, hey, like it's worth like overseeing that or overlooking that. Like, because like this person is a great person. Like, I really love this person. Like, this person's personality, whatever like kind of checks your boxes. Like, but I think like it's all at the end of the day is what's important to you and like what you're willing to look past, and so that's kind of how I feel about it generally.
So would you change yourself though?
I mean, as far as like myself, like again with that, like there are some things like we all like are our own individual people, and thinking, and as somebody who's about to get married too, like it's somebody like you're raised a certain way, you came up with a certain environment, you came up around certain people. Your fiance came up in the exact same way with like a different, like around different circumstances, raised a little differently, raised around a different peer group. So you got to understand like people aren't raised just how you are. So people are like think about things differently. People like dress a certain way differently. People have a different sense of style, music. Like there's going to be differences, but I think at the end of the day, it's about what you're willing to compromise. If something goes way beyond like, hey, I don't know who I am as a person, I'm not changing that shit. Like that's me. But as far as like clothes, like she doesn't really like when I wear like a pink, or she doesn't like when I wear like this type of clothes, or she doesn't like when I talk about things in a certain way. Like I mean, then that's something we can talk about. That's something I adjust. Obviously, there's some things where I've changed myself because I respect my girl's opinion about how I dress. You get what I'm saying? Like who else? When you're in a relationship, who else are you impressing for? You get what I'm saying? I mean, you want to look good for yourself, but also you want to look good. You want to look good for your significant other. I mean, looking good for yourself is a big part.
Every time I buy something, I just ask Sinead, like, I really, obviously hold her opinion. She's really into fashion, was school for it, worked in fashion stores, whatever. I buy stuff like, this acceptable? This okay?
Right.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Like, does this look
the
good?
Kids wear this. The kids wear this. Cool.
Because the people in the street can think whatever they want. But at the end of the day, you're coming home the same person. So in that case,
I think everybody's kind of summed it up. I'm more along the lines of like, you can't change. Like I'm cool with like clothes to an extent. I mean, I think like Dante, I think myself I'm very confident in my fashion sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But like I can't change my smile. I can't change my head.
You
how
can't.
big my head is.
You can't.
But I can't change how big my head is. I can't change. You know what I'm saying? Some other features, physical features. But I think as you get older, you realize and you become more comfortable. It's really about like getting older and getting more mature and comfortable with who you are as a person. Cause like if you were to ask Young Malik, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like what he changed, certain things about whether I made my voice deeper or said things a different way, or you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I would probably do that because you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to impress a girl. I'm trying to be the cool guy, stuff like that. But as you know, currently, hell no. Like, I ain't one of you. This is what you get. You know what I'm saying? I worked hard to get to where I'm at, to be comfortable and to be who I am, because that is quote unquote like a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That journey, and there's still more journey to me, but that is something that's been curated and has been created, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we are art. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's a piece of art. And not everybody gonna buy that piece of art. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
message.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? Something that you look at a piece of art and you be like, man, like, that is profound. Like, you just see some people and they're like, they can just see it. And then the next person come up.
That shit is trash.
And then somebody come, the next person be like, what the fuck? Like, a kid draw this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that is what we are. We're all art. And we're just in a big ass art gallery, and I'm just looking for somebody to buy me.
Listen,
Somebody, baby.
Like, listen, you might get turned down a few times, but you know what? You still beautiful. God still love you, man. You're beautiful.
And at the end of the day, Malik's a thought, get him lit.
Yeah. So, all right. I'm glad we had this conversation. You know, I usually don't like doing this third topic, but I thought that was a good one.
That was a fun
And thank you to everybody who voted in the polls and all that.
Yes.
I really appreciate it. I couldn't get to all of them, but like, you know, it was great. Hopefully we can do more of those in the future. But yeah, feel free to Instagram us more thoughts on that topic. Maybe we can revisit that in the future, you know. But that was a really good topic, so thank you guys.
Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to the listeners in general.
Yeah,
always enjoy
shout out to the support. Thank you for
feedback.
Shout out to the listeners in the Philippines. I don't know how dating works.
Still going strong,
but
I don't know how dating
shout out to
We
you.
do got
It works out the Turk says.
Huh?
It works out the Turk says.
Oh yeah, basically with the guy with the totalitarian. I can't say that word.
What the dictator
The
says.
dictator says.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the totalitarian dictator.
But yeah, shout out to the Philippines. Shout out to the United Arab listeners. Shout out to
Worldwide, baby. Worldwide.
Worldwide.
Hurry up and this is
Yeah,
wild.
man, listen, bro.
They
They the ones
Shout
who-
out to my mom.
We trying to get
Mama,
donations
mama.
because I know I ain't talking about in the
Mama.
last 2 episodes. We still got Temptations cruise coming.
Can we pass around the plate, please? Can we pass that around?
Collection
Can you
plate.
pass the collection
The
plate?
virtual collection
Pass
plate.
it to your neighbor, please. We
Right.
are on Temptations are on Giveify
Oh, yeah.
on app.
Fuck that. We on Cash App.
We on Cash App.
Send us a Cash App.
We trying to have the Temptations cruise. We're not gonna take the boat on out of water, but we just gonna have it on the boat. And
On the dock.
Donnie Simpson is coming. It's too late for us to get it in the water, but we can still just have it. So Donnie Simpson coming and so
The boat doesn't work.
Let's
but
keep it a
it's
buck.
there.
It's too expensive to take the boat off the dock.
Right? Yeah.
We going to the National Harbor, right?
We're basically gonna rent out the Spirit of Washington without.
Yeah, right. But anyway, if you participate in the poll, you'll get your Temptations calendar that's coming. Just DM me your address information that's coming soon. We actually got
We each
film.
have 3 months.
Yeah, so like it might take like a year to get it, but just send me the money now, so it's all good. Anyway, anyway, it's your man Sugar Cole here, my beautiful co-host. I love y'all. Episode 73, man.
This man's WW. Thanks.
It's your boy Malik, aka Baby Geek and League. You are a piece of art.
You are art. And it's your boy Darian, aka Clark Kent. And these are the Hentations.
Damn, that's smooth.